Darin Olien is, I mean, when I read part of his information, his bio, I mean, first off, we've been friends and we know each other for many years now. He has an amazing Netflix series called Down to Earth that he's doing with Zac Efron, and he travels all over the world. He's already done a bunch of episodes. If you guys haven't seen it, you need to see it. It's super inspiring. And plus you get to travel and see places that you may never see, like really see, like down, like they get into the trenches. It's amazing in a way that, you know, you might really, really love and experience and embrace. He wrote a cool book called SuperLife, and it's a must read. It gives you the basics. He has developed and found a superfood, which is really kind of part of his, I want to say his DNA is discovering and searching the earth for the best kinds of nutrition and ways to help yourself. And it's actually, it's by far my favorite nut. I mean, I'm a nut, and I threw everything out as soon as I met Darin, and he was nice enough to give us a couple of packages that day. Started eating them, and that was it. As soon as I got home, emptied the cupboard, threw all of my other nut selections out, and this is the go-to. I mean, he has it in various different variations, and also he makes nut butter and all this kind of stuff out of it. Best nut on the planet. He has a 121 Tribe app that you can sign up for, and he kind of walks you through living a healthy lifestyle. He's got a podcast that's renowned. I don't know, man. I don't know how a young man of your, or a person of your age, can have accomplished as much as you have in such a short period of time on Earth Camp, I call it. So Darin, unpack for the audience a little bit, give us a little backdrop, and then kind of walk us forward to the things that you're focusing on these days. And then we'll just talk about sort of optimal health, because I think that you can speak volumes to that. And I think people out there listening, you know, want to know some simple tips of things that they can actually kind of utilize tomorrow that might make a big change as they move forward in their own health journeys. So
Well,
give us the stuff, you know.
Thanks, Robbie. Yeah, it's always interesting when you hear someone talk about you and talk about the past. Like for me, I think I feel like I'm barely getting going on what's possible and what I'm excited to do and what the kind of things I want to put out in the world. And the state of affair of the world just simply, you know, screams more and more of optimistically, you know, sovereignly moving forward in our lives in a powerful way. And you don't get out of jail free by not taking care of yourself. You know, I'm a small town kid from Minnesota, and really wasn't out seeking the world's, you know, superfoods by any stretch of the imagination. It was really just the journey of just going off to college and, you know, having some setbacks playing college football, and then moving into physiology, kinesiology, business, nutrition, kind of this whole genre within study at university. And then it just piqued my interest. And then, you know, I took off. I started exploring just outside of Minnesota, and quickly realizing that the kind of the insatiable curiosity of this body and our interactions with it, with what we're doing. When we open our mouth, it's a very vulnerable thing. And a lot of interests of profit interests don't have your best interests. So I was getting more and more frustrated with seeing poor quality food and supplements and claiming all of this stuff and really not backing it up. And so that's really what got me kind of journeying into the outer reaches of the world. And that was just really an innocent view of like, if I'm going to formulate anything and play with some of these foods and botanicals that I'm seeing and studying, I have to know in and out what's going on with the people and where it's being grown. So it's really that kind of genesis, that threw me into the world, from seeing environmental issues and getting active within water, power, food sovereignty, shelter, all of those things, and realizing that it's all related, right? Part of my podcast has this fatal convenience side where we can excite our endocrine system and suppress our endocrine system, shut down and also turn on inflammatory responses just by the things that are around us, right? Deodorants
Right.
and laundry detergent and dental floss and toothpaste and, fire retardant couches and all, and of course, as you know so well, EMFs and all of this stuff. So, yes, you need to combat and be aware of all of these things. And at the same time, don't be overwhelmed. Just take one step at a time. And so, I've always, full circle, I still love to find the next thing that will, help, from Alzheimer's. We were looking at this incredible plant compound that's reversing Alzheimer's now, to Barukas, and discovering this nut that no one knew about, that's helping the indigenous, that's planting trees in the Cerrado and getting out this nutrition from this delicious nut. Like, wow, like what a magical thing that little old me gets to bring that out in the world. So it's really that humble nature and that excitement that I want to tell those stories. And again, even Barukas, you're saying, oh, this delicious nut, it's so good, it's so good, it's so good. And you're getting all of these nutrients that are blowing away any other nut. But it's also connected to an ecosystem that needs support, that's being destroyed. So we're planting trees. It's connected to indigenous people, that this is wild grown. So the point is that I'm seeing more and more that it's a systems approach that creates health. And it goes against, the foundations of our healthcare system. Our healthcare system is so backwards in terms of its reductionism, reducing things down to it's that thing that's killing you. No, it isn't. It's very rare that those things are occurring. That thing, whatever that is, could affect you if you have 12 other things that are underpinning your health. So, as I go into the body and as I go out to the world, it's literally systems approaches to health, systems approaches to the world's problems, to the environmental issues, to water, power, food, shelter, to the world. So that's the framework that we have to approach our bodies in. And having something like Lyme and having autoimmune conditions and having systemic things that proliferate out, and it's hard to put your finger on it. It's really the symptomology of infinite inputs that you're getting from a detrimental standpoint, but it's also infinite inputs that you may not be getting from a nutritional standpoint, from a sleep standpoint, from healthy water standpoint, from a healthy mental and emotional standpoint. Oh my God, the superpower that we have of health is right here.
The Healthy Hotline is your go-to resource for leading-edge health technologies and is powered by Therasage. Therasage brings unique, healthy infrared healing energy to the public in easy-to-use and affordable, high-quality products. To learn more about Therasage, as well as get a discount on your next purchase for being a listener of the show, go to Therasage.com and enter Healthy Hotline at checkout. That's one word, Healthy Hotline, to get a special discount on your next Therasage purchase.